So guys, let's solve the problem first before we jump onto the solution and writing code. So if you see on the input, we have these brackets, and this is a fairly simple problem because there's a symmetrical input that is being given. There are no characters involved other than brackets. It's just the brackets and no any other character like A, alphabets from A to Z or anything like that. To start with, let's try and solve it how we can do it with the brain algorithm. So if you can look closely, right, so how would you say that this input is correct, right? So this input, like, it has an opening bracket, it has a closing bracket. So now if you see, these are the two brackets, right? So we see that there's an opening and closing just after that. That means that, okay, this closes the brackets, set of brackets, right? Then again, when we do it with another one, we do it like this, right? So we start somewhere kind of in the middle, and then we're expanding on both sides. So that's what we are going to do. So what we are doing is that we are expanding from the middle and going in the outer sides, so to find the matching sets of bracket. So what we can do here is, like, because we need to maintain a history, right? There are two kind of things or two data structures that we need. One is a matching bracket, like, so in case we encounter opening bracket, what we need is a matching bracket whenever we need, right? And this should be O1 time, because we can need that anywhere in the string. And then what we would need is a stack. Why a stack? Because we are not starting in the middle exactly in the string. We are starting from the first index and looping our way to the end of the string. Now when we need to know which character was pushed into the stack class, we can pop and find the matching one. So we can do it like, we can actually have the first character, the opening brackets, pushed into the stack. So we push first one into the stack, okay, then we push this stack, and that's how we create a stack. So let's say if this is a stack, right? So what we do is, like, we push the opening bracket first. That's the first thing. Then we push, because this is again an opening bracket, push the square bracket now. But we now encounter a closing bracket. So we pop this one, and now because we had a map, it's like a hash map that we had here, right? That said that, all right, left bracket had a matching right bracket. So what we'll do is, like, and because we popped the left one, what we're going to do is, like, we'll fetch the corresponding matching right bracket from the hash map. We got this one, right? And we'll match this one with a pointer in the string. So that's how we are going to actually write code to solve this problem. So guys, what we're going to do is, we'll first declare a hash map. This hash map will be handy to keep our brackets. So I'll call it brackets LR, so that we have key as in the key, the left bracket as a key and right bracket as a value. So new hash map character, again character. So yeah, okay. So now this is the hash map, and now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to push values of those brackets that we have. So we just have 3 values, right? It's just the round, the curly bracket, which I call, right? And then there's the autocomplete is killing me. Now what we have is a square bracket. So that completes our hash map for the brackets. What we're going to do is, we're going to have integer I, just for maintaining the index while we loop through the string. Then finally, as we discussed earlier, we're going to have a stack of characters, right? So of type character, and then we just need to loop, right, over a while over the string. So that's where we have a while loop. Just increment that. before I forgot to do that. So now we'll have a temporary character. We'll just for the brevity of the solution, so that I don't keep on doing caret again and again, I'm just going to store this into a temporary variable, and then I'm going to check simply if my brackets, so this is the check contains key ch. What I'm trying to do here is that I'm trying to check if it is the left bracket that has occurred, right? If it is a left bracket, just simply add that to a stack, right? That's where I'm adding it to a stack. And if it is not, and as we know that the problem says that it's just these brackets and nothing else, so we don't need to do anything else. We just need to first check if the stack dot size, right, is equals to 0. If it becomes 0, we're going to return false. So that's where the condition is, that so because it could be when we are popping the items from the stack, there could be a condition where, because this won't match, because the contains key thing would not work, right? So let's say the right occurred only we have, let's say, the right bracket. So in that case, stack size would be still 0. Otherwise, it will assuming that there has to be a left bracket that occurred and has to be in the stack. So for this condition, it's just only the right brackets, right? So that's why I'm returning false. What I'm going to do is now, what I'm going to do it now is I'm going to have again a temporary variable character b, which is again a bracket. So stack dot pop. So this is going to be a left bracket I'm popping, and if brackets lr dot get, so I'm trying to fetch the corresponding right bracket given the left bracket. So maybe I can call it left bracket, that'll be easier to read. So left bracket, and I'll see that if doesn't equal to the current character in the string, right? So the current character in the string, it doesn't equate to that, whatever I popped. So there's a left bracket, when it fetches from the hash map the corresponding right bracket, it should match with the current right bracket, right? So that means it's a pair. And if it doesn't, that means it's false. And as soon as I get that first false, I'm going to return that. And otherwise, if it doesn't do that, and we are all through the complete loop and we are still able to do that, checking all the indices, so I'll just return true. Bingo. Yeah, I think that should work. Let's see. Okay, so trying to run the code now. It's running. This passed. Let's try and submit it now. Come on. Okay, that's a wrong answer. It's a common pitfall here. I missed it. I'm not sure if you guys gonna miss it or not while you code. If you see here and observe, there's a problem here, that there's a case where only single brackets, left brackets, are used as an input, right? Just like in this case. What would happen is that this would be added to the stack, right? And there's no corresponding right bracket, so it would never go into the else part. So that is for sure that it won't go into the else part. What will happen is that the string will exhaust its indexes while traversing, and we'll be at the end of the string. We'll get out the while loop and then return true, while it is expected as false. What we're going to do is here is that we're going to use stack dot is empty, right? So this will help us actually check if the stack was also empty or not. It's not just that we're going to send out true as a hard-coded value. So I think this should now work. So I got stuck with this issue. So yeah, that's the reason I left it intentionally. Yes, it passed. If you really like the video, guys, do comment on my video. Do subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.